Sarah Baladeras. I am a PA and I'm working with Dr. Gupta's office at Artisan Cosmetic Surgery. So I'm a PA, but they have also asked me to manage the med spa side of things. Dr. Gupta is really interested in expanding his surgical practice, so they thought it'd be a good idea to bring on a PA or someone, an NP maybe for someone else's practice, but they chose a PA for this one, to expand the med spa so he can focus on that and then also grow the med spa at the same time. I feel great coming out of training. I think that the training here is very intense and make your head spin, once or twice through the 3 days. But coming in, I have a sales background, so I kind of knew what it was going to be. But this really dissected everything I knew about sales before. And instead of saying, oh, just do this, it's just do this and here's why. Which makes a huge difference in someone who doesn't have a sales background. Knowing the why is what's going to help you do your best at your new job. I feel more prepared than maybe most would, but also at the same time it's completely different. So I was a financial planner before. I'm no longer doing financial planning. Now I am helping people become more beautiful and talk them into changing themselves. Or not talking them into, but kind of going into that with them and getting into their deepest, darkest fears about the way they look. So knowing how to talk to people and the psychology behind all of that, which is what they really delve into in this training, is going to be extremely helpful. Have an open mind. Like I said, I have a sales background, and so this to me was, originally I was like, oh, it's just another sales training, I'm just gonna go. But I also came in with an open mind, knowing that this system might be a little different than what I know. So having that open mind makes you see, like I said before, the why. You're able to understand it a little bit better. For someone who doesn't have that background, you're gonna have an open mind anyway. You may be a clinician of some sort, or you were a receptionist or something at some other job. So this may be completely new to you. Have an open mind. They have your back. They know exactly what you need to do. They're gonna tell you what to do, again, but they're gonna explain to you why. So just go with the flow and know that everybody's here for you. I'm really excited about the psychology side of it. We talked about the LIFO personality types and trying to decide, who's what in the office, whether you're a supporting giver or a controlling taking, and how to interact with those people. That's a big thing for me. I'm a controlling taker, as I found out. But knowing that about myself is going to give me a better opportunity to connect with people in my office and with my patients. Well, knowing that he's been doing this for 3 years, he's already been with his team for 3 years, I think having another person to reinforce that role, it's going to take his office, just to the moon and back. It's going to be amazing. I'm a new grad, so I think that the recruiting process for YellowTelescope was so much more streamlined and professional than some of the other people I had interviewed with. I had probably interviewed with 6 or 7 other doctors, but this is the only one where I read a description online and said, oh my gosh, that's me. I handed my computer to my roommate at the time and said, just read this for a second. And she looked at me and she said, why haven't you applied to this job yet? Everything about it was so organized and detailed, and I knew exactly what I was walking into when I had an interview with Ed of YellowTelescope. I may not have known what doctor it was for, anything like that, but I felt so comfortable with this process as opposed to some of the other interviews I had gone on where it was like, oh, hey, nice to meet you, this is the office. Okay, bye. And that's not at all what I felt here. I felt welcomed by every single person that I talked to. But I think back to all the clinicals I did with different surgeons, whether it was plastics or derm or whatever it was, I think anybody can use YellowTelescope to build their practice. And I also think that not everybody's got a corner on all the good ideas, right? So people need to be open to knowing, hey, I might be a really good doctor, a really good surgeon, but I might not be the best business manager. I might not be the best at staffing. I might not be the best at training. So having an open mind to that is going to make a huge difference in your practice. And using a company like YellowTelescope, it's going to take your business, off the charts.